Mai Rodriguez, and this is Newsfeed on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. The death toll from the two recent storms and the enhanced habagat has risen to 14. Disaster management officials say 4 deaths were confirmed in the Zamboanga Peninsula and 1 each in northern Mindanao, the Davao region, the Bangsamoro region, and Metro Manila. 5 deaths from Calabarzon and 1 in Bangsamoro are still being validated. 2 others were injured while 2 are still missing. Nearly 300,000 families were affected by the bad weather. Former Vice President Leni Robredo thanks all those who volunteered for relief work in the aftermath of Carina and the habagat. Robredo earlier mobilized the Angat Bayanihan program after large parts of Metro Manila were hit by intense rains and flooding. She also visited 2 restaurants in Quezon City and Marikina, which temporarily closed to prepare meals for families displaced by the calamity. Vice President Sara Duterte's trip abroad is still drawing flack, with netizens speculating about its purpose. Duterte and her family were spotted at the NAIA Wednesday as the country was dealing with Super Typhoon Carina. Reports say they were headed to Dubai for a connecting flight to Germany. Netizens believe the Dutertes will be watching American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift's concert in Munich this weekend. The Vice President is said to be a fan of Swift, who's currently on the European leg of her highly successful Eras tour. Meanwhile, the Office of the Vice President defends Duterte's trip abroad. While the timing of the trip was unfortunate, the OVP says it was approved by the Office of the President. The OVP adds its Disaster Operations Center had been mobilized to assist families affected by Carina. Makati City Mayor Binay has publicly apologized for the viral Gil Tulog social media advert. In a statement, Binay says it disrespected the memory of one of the country's revered political and business icons, former Senate President Gil Puyat. The viral social media content of the street sign Gil Tulog was placed at Gil Puyat Avenue in Makati. Mayor Binay says her office did not receive any request for a permit for the said advertising campaign, and she adds that had she been informed about it, she would have rejected it outright. The advert initially generated curiosity from netizens until it was revealed as a marketing ploy for a sleep-enhancing supplement and finds it a tasteless campaign. One netizen even asked how the Makati City LGU agreed to it and at what price. Another said renaming Gil Puyat to Gil Tulog just for marketing tactics is beyond disrespectful, while one stressed that Gil Puyat was the last Senate President before martial law was declared. Mayor Binay says she has already reprimanded those officials for the glaring oversight. The signs have already been taken down. Robinsons Retail Holdings announces key leadership changes, with Robina Gokongwei-Pe stepping down as CEO to become chairman effective January next year. Her brother Lance Gokongwei is also resigning as chairman and director to become board advisor. The company meanwhile names its chief operating officer Stanley Ko as the next president and CEO. RRHI says the changes are intended to enhance its financial performance. Olympic fever in Paris as final preparations are made for the opening ceremony this weekend. The Paris 2024 is the first in Olympic history that the ceremony won't be held in a stadium and instead in the streets and the River Seine. 160 boats will carry 10,000 athletes down a 6-kilometer stretch of the Seine to the Eiffel Tower. Art installations and an audience gallery were placed along the river and its banks. The Paris Olympics will be held from July 26 to August 11. The ceremony is slated 7:30 p.m. Paris time and is expected to last up to 3 hours. Around 80 heads of state and government and 300,000 spectators are expected to attend the show. Before we go, let's look at the weather. Pag-asa is monitoring a low-pressure area 980 kilometers east of Mindanao. For now, Pag-asa says the LPA has a low chance of developing into a tropical cyclone in the next 24 hours. Meanwhile, northern and central Luzon will continue to experience occasional rains, while Metro Manila and the rest of the country will be partly cloudy to cloudy with isolated showers or thunderstorms. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Stay tuned to Bilyonaryo News Channel for more top-of-the-hour news. Catch us on Free TV Channel 31 and also on our website, bnc.ph. Bilyonaryo News Channel, always on top.